All right. Well, I want to talk a little bit about innate goodness meditation. And this is a meditation I've slightly innovated in my book, Demystifying Awakening. And the innate goodness, for those that know the Brahma Viharas or the heart practices of Buddhism, is metta for ourselves, which is the first level of metta that we practice. And what I've done is simply, usually with a Brahma Vihara, we have an object, meditative object. For metta, it's innate goodness. And then we have a subject. We have ourselves is the first subject. A benefactor is the second subject in what they call the category of beings. And so we will contact favorably inclined people in a category, say the benefactor, which would be a teacher, a mentor, some type of idealized figure, somebody who helped you at some point in life. And with the benefactor, we would hold, if we're a visual meditator, we hold their picture of their face in our heart area. If we're a felt sense meditator, then we recall what it's like to be in a field with them. How do they feel to us? And we hold that feeling and let the innate goodness that's always present in them come forward. And so when we practice this, we really get in contact with the love quality of presence, love quality of the absolute. And this is a goodness that's unconditioned, meaning there's no birth, decay, or death. So that means it's always in existence and always has been and always will be. And it also means we don't need to do anything to get it. You don't have to earn it, and nothing you can do will lose it. I've mentioned before that I have a couple students that work with prisoners, and some of the prisoners have done some pretty horrific crimes to land them in prison. And I'm told that they suffer a lot with shame and guilt. But even with that shame and guilt and being in prison, those who are drawn to do this meditation, innate goodness, can make contact with their innate goodness. And so I take that as a sign that for the rest of us, we do have access, and it is available to us. So that's the good news. And again, nothing you can do will lose it either. So people will feel like, well, I have to be good in order to have contact with innate goodness. And it's just simply not true. There's nothing you can do that will exclude you from what's unconditioned. It's always present everywhere. The benefits of the innate goodness meditation practice is that we're with a quality of the absolute or our true nature. So we're making direct contact with what's unconditioned. It also affords us a felt sense, which some of you reported, of a kind of buoyancy and resilience. And then finally, it helps counteract negative self-talk and negative self-judgments. We have a whole structuring in our psychology that's referred to as the inner critic or superego. And this is that voice when you make a mistake and says, oh, that's the dumbest thing you've ever done. I can't believe you don't know any better. Just very, very critical. And this practice helps soften that and minimize that, particularly the sting. So it can be really beneficial to do. Again, if you have trouble doing innate goodness for yourself, which some people do, try doing metta for a benefactor. So again, find a teacher or a mentor, a supervisor who took you under their wing. But again, try to either picture their face or the felt sense, and just open to the innate goodness of that individual and letting yourself just rest in that.